Hi everyone, and welcome to the Leo January 2023 weekly illumination reading. This is I Am Illuminated Tarot, a place for you to better connect with and illuminate your own personal spiritual importance. So hi everyone and welcome. This is going to be a reading where we are taking a look at what is going to be the energy for you this week. We're going to be looking at the energy that you bring in, the energy going on around you, and then we'll dive in and take a look at the blocks, challenges, and possible opportunities that await. So let's see. What do all my Leos out there need to know for this week? And I hope you all enjoyed the last weekend. We had a super new moon in Aquarius on the 21st, which was Saturday, and it was a very potent new moon. It's definitely a moon that falls on the Lunar New Year, which is a very important gateway as well. But it's also the kind of pivot point where all of the retrograde planets have now stationed direct as of the 22nd. And we have this beautiful 3-month portal to start to move forward, planting the seeds that we would like to see sprout in 2024 and beyond. So this is a really fertile time period. And I hope you all are getting ready to make use of it. All right. So Leo, so we have, and it looks like, yes, you definitely are. Talking about looking to plant those seeds, or, looking at the fertility of what you are creating and the abundance you want to leave or to grow for yourself. So this is your internal energy. There's the 7 of Pentacles with the 10 of Pentacles. For many of you, you're looking at what you currently have and you're getting ready to figure out how to take it to the next level. That's the 7 of Pentacles moving into the 10. And the 10 is that true legacy that we really want to experience for ourselves in the physical. 7s are always a card of kind of sitting there to reevaluate something with spirit, being able to kind of sit there and realize we're always co-creating, but we can also get to that point of looking at, okay, well, what have the fruits of my labors produced, and then being able to kind of sit there and reflect on that. Like, okay, this is what's come out from the work that I've put in. Now, how can I continue to grow this or change it, because now my vision for the future has changed a little bit as well. Now, in your external environment, we have the Knight of Swords. This might be a week of quick communication. There may be someone coming in to share a truth with you, or vice versa. You may be the one who wants to share a truth or an idea with someone. Because the Knight of Swords is someone who can come in like that. They're kind of a brash energy. There's not a lot of polish with the Knight of Swords, but he is someone who, when he wants to say something or has an idea, he's ready to go in there and state it. So again, this could be the energy truly around you, where this is kind of that week of people throwing ideas around, or this could be where someone wants to come in and share a truth or an idea with you specifically one-on-one, or this could be where you are getting to that place of you've noticed something between this and this, and now it's time for you to share that with another. Now, we're looking at the past moving into the present day. So in the past, this is a dedicated 8 of Pentacles, dedicated, focused, hard work. You've just been plugging away, perfecting in whatever aspect. This is in our physical experience. So whatever you've been working on, this could be at your place of work, this could be in your personal life, but whatever it is, you've been really vigilant and diligent about what you've been doing. Now, the 2 of Swords comes in and says that there's been kind of this inner lack of knowing. You've been kind of going back and forth between probably making a decision. That's what the 2 of Swords speaks to, if not really seeing, do I choose this or do I choose that? And with the Hermit coming in your present moment here, or in your current energy, this is stating that you're in a little bit of that Virgo energy of soul seeking. You are sitting in a place, or maybe you've kind of removed yourself from others and you're trying to gain clarity on this indecision. You may have been working towards something for some time, but now you're sitting here going, but I don't know if I want to keep working on that. I don't know. This can be directly tied to the Seven of Pentacles. Like, I've been working towards this for a long time, but now when I step back, is this really what I want? And do I continue down this path, or am I seeing a new goal for myself, a new legacy I want to create? And that's left you in this a little bit of this kind of soul-seeking energy of like, okay, well, what do I really want? Where, how does this resonate within myself? Kind of finding that little heart's dream, the magic within. How does that directly tie to where the decision I want to make here, and how I maybe not unable to see it at this moment? Okay. And for some of you, this Knight of Swords, we'll pull out some additional cards and clarifiers here, but that Knight of Swords can be where maybe you this week are finally making that decision, and you're like, okay, this is the way forward. I've gone in, I've consulted myself, I've consulted spirit, and you know what? Yeah, let's put our heads down and keep doing this. Or you know what? Actually, I'm gonna shift, I'm gonna redirect. So let's see what comes out here for you guys. Okay, so you have the Six of Cups. This is your main kind of challenge block position. So Six of Cups, that can be, it's a beautiful energy of nostalgia, of looking fondly back at a past version of ourself or our life. It can also be where we go back and we get a gift from our past self, or we remember something we were good at. We remember a time when we emotionally connected to our life experience, and we bring that forward. And sometimes it can be where we're a little too nostalgic, where we're kind of yearning for the past instead of focused on the present. But with the Queen of Pentacles coming in after that, this is a very fertile energy. This is a nourishing energy. This is one where we are sitting in that place of really being focused on putting the time and the energy towards something that you want to have manifest. The Queen of Pentacles knows where to put her focused energy, in understanding that seed that she is growing and nurturing will become the tree that represents the Ten of Pentacles. Now, the Ten of Cups, the heart of your reading, is what Spirit's asking you to embrace, which is beautiful. That is the happy family card. That's your ultimate heart's fulfillment made manifest. It's where you have so much emotional abundance, you truly get to share it and enjoy it with others. And I think what you're being asked to embrace is to maybe get you out of this place of either kind of sitting either in the past, saying like, oh, I was always dreaming and hoping for something, saying it's here, it's come through, it's come forward. But maybe there's a part of yourself that you've kind of left behind, and you can now pull forward and integrate into this moment to really highlight the enjoyment for yourself. With the Queen of Pentacles kind of sandwiched in between these two energies, I think there's this point of saying, well, what is that one thing I really want to focus on at this point? I've been focusing on something, working, doing something very diligently. The Queen of Pentacles does it in the same way, but she does it from a place, you can see her eyes are closed, from this deep place of knowing that this is what I want to focus on. This is what I want to grow. This is my oak tree that I want to sit under in the shade when I'm, 85. And it may tie back directly to a point in your life where you had a vision for yourself in the future. And maybe that vision for yourself, one of two things. Maybe the vision for yourself you didn't want to lean into. Maybe it's like almost like the unrealistic expectation of like, oh, I'll never get that, so I might as well just kind of leave that back there. Or this is saying that maybe the vision you had at that point, because you see here the individual in this depiction on this card, individual with his dog, and it comes forward and you see him as the older man with the older dog, that maybe that dream has matured and it has changed. This could be like as a child, we thought the end all to beat all was to have a beach shack because you always just want to live on the beach. But now you're realizing, now that I'm older, I don't want the beach shack. I want the beach mansion. And so there is a maturing of that dream now. And so I think for many of you, you're kind of sitting in this place of, okay, maybe I need to dream bigger. And this is getting very clear with the Ten of Cups as to what, if I could just touch a piece of my idealistic version of like heaven on earth, what would that feel like? And what would that include? And it might make you realize that like, wow, I've been kind of stuck thinking, okay, this was it. And I'm realizing I want to nurture something greater. And it's going to allow you to be able to focus, I think, your energy. Now, the Five of Wands coming in after that is a card that can be a little chaotic. It's a card of change. It's a card where now we have to get back out there and choose to use a different skill set or choose to do something differently. And this could be where, again, you're realizing, okay, I've been working, doing this, but suddenly, okay, if I don't want that beach shack anymore, but I want the beach mansion, well, I might have to now change the schematics and the drawing I've been so vigilantly working on. Or now I've been working at this job, but I realize now I need a lot more money than this job is ever going to produce for me. So what am I going to, how am I going to change my actions to change now what I'm working towards, what I want to nurture into my physical experience? Let's get your final card here, and then we'll pull some clarifiers. And for some of you, again, this Queen of Pentacles has been coming up for a few signs, and it's been really speaking to parenthood or motherhood. So there may be something here where there's been a long dream to become a parent, and it was maybe that was your ultimate dream. I want to become a parent. And maybe it's happened. And now it's like, okay, well, now I have this child. I'm a parent. And now it's like almost that might be giving you a different perspective now on what you want to build for yourself, but also for this child now that's in your experience that you are enjoying with the Ten of Cups. Like, what is that ultimate experience you want yourself and that child to experience? So there could be something there as well. Now we have the 10, not 10, I'm sorry, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so this says there is forward momentum. The energy is turning in your favor. But this is always like the card of opportunity, saying there could be something here for you guys. This could be a week where you could be offered something. You could end up choosing to see something different for yourself. You could choose to take a different path. But it might be one where it is going to create some change. This could be a card actually with the Knight of Swords out here, where there could be something that actually changes your destiny at this point, where there could be a communication that comes in, a truth revealed, or something along those lines that might feel a little chaotic, but if you lean into it, might be the actual key to this kind of deliberation here of do I or don't I? Do I keep working towards this, or do I change what I'm doing? Is this really my dream, or has my dream matured into something? Has it grown into something more? So we'll go in here and we'll see what's going on here. What does Leo need to know about the cards on the table here? Okay, so we're going to pull for the Six of Cups. Yeah, we have the Nine of Swords. It's worry. It's worry about something from the past. Worrying that maybe you can't make something happen. Worrying about the dream. And the Death card coming in says, that's done. Whatever this was, whatever that dream was, I think it's ended or it's come to full circle. But something now has to change. Because when you think about when you're working, like for anyone who's worked with plants, you actually use, rotted decay material in soil to help bolster and grow a plant. And it's almost kind of like thinking about that there might be something that a dream from the past that you have to let go of, or something along the lines that again, anything from the past where you're kind of just stuck. You're stuck kind of bringing that forward and maturing that part of yourself. That part of yourself, although you might have to get rid of it, or maybe you can't follow that or pursue it, there's something here that says you can take that, though, and utilize it in a different way to kind of be like the mulch, the material that gets broken down and actually grows now what you want in a new way that it can actually feed what you've maybe given birth to or want to give birth to and nurture for yourself. So this could be where maybe you're remembering that dream where you always wanted to be a doctor and you went ahead on that career path and you did all the things. You went to school and you've now been working maybe as a doctor for, a couple years, and you're just like, gosh, I want more. I thought it was going to be more fulfilling than this, and it's just not. When I think of my 10 of Cups, there's like an extra layer now that I want to my life. And this is saying, well, it doesn't mean that, oh my gosh, that was all in vain for nothing. It means that all of the work up to this point has given you a good foundation to feed a new dream. Maybe you still want to work in the healthcare profession, but it's segueing now that, or taking your education and applying it in a different way. Now, for the Queen of Pentacles, we have King of Coins, the Hanged Man, and the Six of Wands. For many of you, there's a change in perspective here. Again, as to what you want to nurture. The King of Pentacles speaks to you really seeing that, like we have the King and the Queen here. There's a pair. And I think there can be, with the Six of Wands, there is a recognition coming through. The King of Wands is being celebrated by others. It's success. And I think there's either something here that you want to be seen for doing, or there's a level here of being able to see, the King of Coins is being able to see your value in a new way. This is a new perspective on what you bring to the table and how that can actually bring in success for you. I think this kind of hinges with the Queen of Pentacles. This hinges on like what you want to nurture based on what you know you're capable of growing. The King of Pentacles can grow whatever he wants in the physical. He's the king. He has mastered working with that energy. And I think for many of you, you don't realize that you have already mastered working with that energy. You already are proficient at something. But now it's time to kind of give yourself the kudos and realize I get the feeling strongly of shifting gears here for some of you. And again, it could come from an opportunity that's coming in. It could come from a piece of information that gets shared with you. So let's go ahead with the 10 of Cups. You have the Star. Yeah, the dream. What is that guiding dream that you want for yourself now? It's getting in touch from it from who you are today. How has that dream matured for you? How has that dream gotten bigger? Yeah, King of Wands. It's gotten a lot bigger. King of Wands is that fiery individual who he could be the, Elon Musk, the Oprah Winfrey. He's the CEO. He's the individual who wants to own his own business. He's the individual who wants to just lead a life from a place of passion, but he does so in a responsible way. He's not just kind of doing what feels good. He's living every day from a place of passion. And I think for some of you, the dream actually does hinge around either being a business owner or living from a place of passion where you get to actually, because again, we're looking at physical abundance, where you get to make money from that. But also how it's tied directly back to your 10 of Cups, what you emotionally connect to. There's like a part missing that needs to come in for you guys. Now, the King of Wands is your energy, Leo. This is your card in the tarot. So it's saying like, here you are. You got to be your fiery, passionate self, stepping up into your full power. Okay, let's see. What about the Five of Wands here? What does Leo need to know about the Five of Wands? It's so funny because I'm just seeing the Hermit over here kind of head down. He's internally looking, and I feel like there's like this Monty Python moment coming in where like the knight on the horse is going to come in and like knock him over the head and be like, or knock his lantern out of his hand, and all of a sudden the Hermit's going to look up and realize there's an opportunity. Like there's like a whole bunch of people just like running towards me, and I got to like get in the flow, either jump on the back of the horse that's running at me, or what do I need to do here? Because for the Five of Wands, we have the Knight of Wands and Ace of Wands. There's an opportunity here, a new inspiration in the chaos to possibly go out to either partner with a Sagittarius or someone who harnesses the energy of kind of the individual who just goes out and does what feels good, or it's the realization of, wow, like I want to just start living a life where I have more freedom to do what feels good for myself. And therein lies this kind of like aha moment. Now for the wheel, we have Temperance, and there's the Two of Swords again. So there comes in this indecision with this wheel of, what do I do? Do I not? Do I commit? Do I not? And Temperance says it's about bringing into moderation your emotions and your passions. You need to have both. You can't just go through life taking action without emotionally connecting. And that can be where the Knight of Wands, he just does. He just is like, I'm just going to do that because it looks like fun. He doesn't know if he's going to feel good from it. He just goes out and blindly does it. But then you can have the reverse with kind of the Six of Cups here, where we're just sitting with our emotions. We're sitting with them and we're not actually taking action from them. We're just like constantly stuck in the past, constantly, emotionally connected to something that we're feeling, and yet we're not actually pursuing it. And so this is saying you will be able to kind of meet the Wheel of Fortune and the energy moving forward and know the decision you want to make when this Knight comes rushing in. It says, here's the opportunity, take it or leave it by. That you're going to realize you'll be able to feel, does it make me feel like I'm the King of Wands? Does it directly tie to a dream, a part of my experience I want to experience now? And am I ready to take action? And I think for many of you with the Ace of Wands, it's going to say, yeah, because it makes me feel free and I'm ready to do that. And again, really, I think be clear for many of you that there is, and then you have the Six of Coins at the bottom here. It's a return on your investment. So keep that in mind. I think for many of you, again, there's a level of education or a level of perfecting something, working at something that you have completed, but now there's going to be kind of a leveling up of that. You're going to have an opportunity to maybe utilize that skill set in a new way towards a bigger, grander dream for yourself. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull a final card here for you guys. We're going to take a look at what does Leo need to know. What does Leo need to know as a final card here? Final message for the week. Sorry, Leo. I've just been sitting here trying to get the card to come out, and I was just trying to listen to hear if I heard any, extra messages, but the card doesn't seem to want to come out. What does Leo need to know? I will pull one here if one doesn't just want to authentically come out. What does Leo need to know? There we go. Ooh, yeah, Leo, here's your card of courage for that lion-hearted Leo that lives within you. Ooh, you have two. Okay, so we have Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? And I love this. And then we have Get Grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. You see there's all this abundance of flowers around them, roses and peonies and ranunculus and all those beautiful things. So there's a strong feeling here of getting very clear that there's something. I think I'm going to pull a couple clarifiers, but I think there's something here where with the Warrior Woman, have you answered your deepest calling? I think whatever this communication coming in here is going to be, it's going to kind of awaken something within you. It's going to awaken that inner fire, that inner warrior, that part of yourself that's yearning for freedom in some way, yearning to be expressed. That's really what I get. So let's see. What does Leo need to know about, have they answered their deepest calling? What about this Warrior Woman here? There's the Five of Wands again. Yeah, this is the card of going back out there and getting kind of back on the horse again, going out into open competition, really seeing what your skill set is kind of worth on the open market. It could be a card of healthy competition. There's the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, well, we're not going to get a lot more out of this then. We just get double and triple confirmation here. So there's the Five of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune coming up side by side again. Yeah. Are you really, there's something here where it's like, this isn't all for you. Yeah, there's a lot more out there for you, Leo. But the Wheel of Fortune hinges on whether or not you're brave enough to kind of go out there, I think, and test. Yeah. We have Get Grounded, where it says empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. And there's the Seven of Swords here. There's been an avoidance about getting grounded in your body, getting grounded, I think, in just connecting with your intuitive side, because that's what the Two of Wands can speak to. It's where we are not listening to our intuition. And so we are sitting here blindfolded, just holding two ideas, two sources of truth for ourselves, but we're not willing to get to that place of trusting our intuition, of kind of hearing our own inner voice, of soul seeking to get back to that place of what is my star? What is my dream versus someone else's dream? Yeah. And I think because for many of you, the Ten of Wands, you feel like it's going to be too heavy of a burden. Like, I don't want to pick up that burden. That's going to take a lot of work for me to get there. And I think the realization will come in that when you go out there, when you get the opportunity to maybe do something new, again, join a new career path, it's like getting the opportunity to do something different. Let's put it that way. Something that will feel like a change for you, that it will end up just like the clarifiers here came out, the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. It'll feel like, oh my gosh, this is fun. I was kind of scared to do this and scared to get my hands dirty and get back out there, but this is incredible. And I've been holding myself back for a long time from feeling like this. And suddenly that's going to make you realize, wow, I've been running from this because I thought it was going to feel heavy. And instead, this would be like, maybe you've been working towards a promotion and now you get it. And you're like, oh man, no, that's going to be too much. I don't want to step up into that work. And then suddenly you realize, holy cow, it's fun. It's fun. And it's reigniting my passion again. And suddenly now I've gone from what I thought was a 7. Now I'm all of a sudden in this place of incredible abundance. So keep that in mind to kind of help you, I think, embrace the opportunity that's coming in, that it's going to be about really getting clear as to realizing and trusting the past work you've done and realizing it'll feel like fun and reignite your Ace of Wands. This is a fresh connection to your inspiration, and it won't feel like this. It won't feel heavy and burdensome. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Leo. I hope you all have a wonderfully inspiring and possibly a week full of change. If you guys do end up having some kind of change or communication come in, I'd love to hear about it if you wanted to post that in the comment section below. Otherwise, if you're interested in booking a personal reading or just looking at the services that I offer, you can click on the link in the description box below to visit my website. I also have a video up live that I posted for the new moon this last weekend in Aquarius, where I did do a prediction for the energy for each sign, and it is time-stamped if you're interested in hearing about the energy, the portal that's opening for you. All right, Leo, I will leave it there, and I will see you all in next week's Illumination reading. Bye, everyone.